Hey, YouTubers. So, I have another ramble right now, another big ass ramble like the big ass cigar, which basically is, have I ever tried marijuana or cannabis? Now, obviously, my old subscribers, my people who watch me for a long time, a long ass time, they clearly know this shit. They obviously know the answer. I think most people, probably 85% of people watching this video already know the answer. But there are a few people. I have a lot of new subscribers, and you might say, well, Smoking Acid, you're feeding the trolls. I'm really not feeding the trolls because actually, this is for my new subscribers because in the past year, I've gotten 100, 150, 200 new subscribers. So I want to answer this question. This is mainly for my new subscribers who are watching. Basically, do I smoke marijuana? Have I smoked marijuana in my life? Have I smoked cannabis? And the answer is no. I have never smoked marijuana in my life. You might say, well, Smoking Essie, you're probably a goddamn liar. You're probably a goddamn liar. I'm sure you have smoked marijuana. You clearly look like you smoke marijuana. And the answer is no. I've never smoked marijuana in my life. I have never used marijuana in my life. I've never tried marijuana in my life. I have never smoked marijuana in my life. So I've only seen somebody smoke marijuana in person. You might say, well, have you been around people who smoke marijuana? I've only seen somebody smoke marijuana maybe 4 times in my life. Maybe 4 times I've seen somebody with a joint, smoking a joint in public. But no, I've never actually smoked it myself. I've only been offered marijuana once in my life, and I turned it down. So I have never smoked marijuana in my life, never ate marijuana in my life, never vaped marijuana in my life, never consumed marijuana in my life. No interest. Just doesn't appeal to me. Now you might say, well, smoking Essie, don't you realize it has a lot of medicinal benefits? Like, for example, it's good for prevention of diseases. It's good for certain types of, whatever benefits, And the answer is, right now, I have no diseases right now. Well, you might say, well, you're freaking stupid, Smoking Essie. You're freaking stupid. Obviously, the idiot trolls would say that crap, But in actuality, I have no diseases. So I have my own personal issues, which are, my high functioning autism, my mental health issues, my personal disabilities like OCD, whatever, but I don't have any diseases. Like, I'm not somebody who has cancer right now. I'm not somebody who has MS. I'm not somebody who has HIV. So I don't have anything that marijuana would really benefit right now. So if someday, God forbid, I got cancer, I would probably be open to medical marijuana if it was offered to me in a medical setting. Yeah, I'd probably be open to it. So if it was offered to me in a medical setting, if I had cancer, God forbid, or some kind of life-threatening illness, I probably would be open to it in a medical setting. But right now, I have no medical condition that would warrant, cannabis or marijuana therapy. So, and also for recreational use, really the point of smoking cannabis is to get buzzed. That's really the point, or to get high, not buzzed, but high. That's really the point of smoking cannabis for recreational use. I don't think there really are any pot smokers or, stoners, whatever you want to call them, the hell you want to call them, who smoke for the taste of marijuana. I don't think many people smoke for the taste of marijuana. I'm not really sure what marijuana tastes like. Please, somebody post below in the comments if they know what marijuana tastes like. I've heard described as maybe very cheap herbal cigarettes, like herbal fake cigarettes. I saw somebody reviewing herbal substitute cigarettes a long time ago on YouTube, and they said that's kind of what marijuana tastes like. But I don't think many people, many pot smokers or pot stoners will smoke for the taste or the flavor of marijuana. Because when I'm smoking the big-ass cigars, the big-ass pipes, I'm smoking for the taste and the flavor. I'm not smoking for the nicotine. I'm not smoking to get buzzed, to get lightheaded. Excuse me, I had to burp. Get lightheaded and dizzy. I'm not smoking to get buzzed and lightheaded. I'm smoking for the taste and flavor, the enjoyment, the aroma of the tobacco. I'm not smoking for the buzz. And with marijuana or hashish or hash oil, there's really no point in smoking for the taste or flavor. I mean, I could be wrong about that, and somebody who smokes marijuana, please correct me if I'm wrong. If there's any benefit to the taste of marijuana or the aroma of marijuana, but I mean, when I'm around marijuana, when I'm around people who smoke it, the closest thing I can describe it to is a mixture between cigarette smoke and skunk. That's what it smells like to me. It smells like a mixture between cigarette smoke and a skunk spray. A skunk spray, big ass skunk like the big ass scar. So, I don't think many people smoke cannabis for the taste of it. So, I mean, maybe some cannabis has a decent enough taste, a decent enough flavor to it in the mouth. But also keep in mind, with people who smoke cannabis, they are deeply, deeply, deeply inhaling. They're not just going like that of a pipe. They're going and like deeply, 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 deeply inhaling the smoke into their lungs. So, I don't think many people, even really comment on the taste of marijuana. I mean, of all the videos I've seen of people smoking cannabis on YouTube, very few people comment about the taste or flavor of cannabis. And that's the whole point of smoking cigars and pipes to me, is the taste and flavor. I'm not smoking for the buzz, and I wouldn't want to smoke just to just get high. So, and also keep in mind, another thing I want to say is, because I live in a Section 8 housing unit, I live in a Section 8 subsidized housing unit, and public housing, Section 8 housing, it's a violation of my lease to possess it. Even though it's legal in my state, you might say, well, smoking essie, it's legal in your state. You can legally buy cannabis because you're over 21. It doesn't mean jack shit nothing, because it's a violation of my lease to possess it. So I could get evicted from my housing complex for being in possession of cannabis. So yeah, that's yet another reason why marijuana does not appeal to me. Now you might say, why don't you just use edibles or whatever? It's like, no, I'm not going to risk my Section 8 housing, my Section 8, housing situation over some dumb plan. It's like, so I hate to come off as a fucking dick, it's like, but I mean, that's just my point of view. So it's a violation of my lease to possess it. So anyway, I didn't mean to come off as a jerk. It's like, but yeah, it's a violation of my lease to possess it. And I smoke cigars and pipes for the taste and flavor. I'm fully aware people who smoke cannabis are going to say, oh, you realize you can get like mouth cancer, like lip cancer. You realize you can get like throat cancer, like tongue cancer, like lung cancer from smoking cigars and pipes. Well, it's a risk I've accepted. That's all I will say, is it's a risk I've accepted. The risk of potential, cancers of the head and neck and cancers of the lung is something I've accepted with cigars and pipes. And I realize with cannabis use, there is really little to no, it's debatable whether there is a link to cancer or not, but it doesn't appeal to me. So that's my answer for people who are wondering, for my new subscribers who are wondering. Anyway, have a nice day. Bye-bye.